right?
No, because we start right now.
All right.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all across the land. This is yours truly coming to you live and direct on the one and only Mic Check 1212 podcast. And this morning, today, on January 4th, you feel me? The day before the best day known to man for the greatest fraternity on the land, J5, of course. Yo! Shout out to all my noobs across the country, you feel me? And I'm going to go ahead and introduce my wonderful, lovely, beautiful new addition to the cast, the wonderful, the one and only Miss Corey Nichelle. I'm trying to figure out what your moniker is going to be. What are you going to decide to go by? How do you want to do this?
Hey, Corey Nichelle.
Corey Nichelle, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Latimer.
You stupid. You stupid.
I hate y'all.
So yeah, let's go ahead and get right on into it. But and furthermore, I want to also go ahead and reintroduce and welcome back to the wonderful studio, the one and only Chevy Lonzo. You feel me? Here with the Mic Check 1212. And we definitely want to send all the love to our wonderful Queen Victoria Rose. Cat, we love you to death, and we know that you're still getting acclimated to the wonderful job of teaching and educating these wonderful young minds out here that's going to lead this world in our future. So shout out to you, and we send much love your way, much peace and blessings, and we can't wait to get you back here, young lady.
Hurry up.
For real though. So that being stated, we're gonna get right into it.
Hip hop.
Yes, so much has happened, bro.
So much.
Because I think we left off in what, November, right? We left off in, no, it was December 19th was the last
year.
Yeah, that's where we at, goddamn. So moving right along, Diddy's 50th birthday bash, yo.
I didn't know that man was 50. I thought he was like,
What was that?
yeah.
Honestly, I thought he was older than 50.
I thought he
Diddy
was
old, bro.
Wait, you think 50 old?
50 not old,
Diddy.
but Diddy. Nigga, what? Nah, he's old, bro.
Now I would believe Jay-Z old. You know, I was watching.
Jay-Z, yeah.
I was on the state property the other day. He looked kind of old in there.
But wait, hold on. Ain't he pushing what 50?
No, he was
Yeah, he pushing 50 too.
Oh, he saying nobody broke 60 yet?
Nah.
I swear they are old,
Not
bro.
there yet.
Nah, they ain't that yet.
Alright, cool. But yeah, so he threw a huge birthday bash for his 50th birthday. Now, he waited, 3 months to do so, 5 months or so. He waited till everybody's schedule was clear. And it's crazy because if you go see the pictures, it looked like it was mandatory to be at Diddy's party. Everybody was saying this shit. That's like that nigga said, if you ain't here, don't expect to be on no show, no radio, none of that shit. I ain't fucking with it, goddamn. Look, I bet the Breakfast Club, anybody on Revolt had to be at the birthday party.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's how that went. And beyond that, like we were saying, we spoke about Lauren London coming in and looking beautiful as always.
Love her.
Yes, and I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, shout out to that queen, but also a couple that's kind of the most hated within pop culture is the wonderful West family, and Kanye and Kim killed that shit, bro. I don't care what nobody said. They're like, if you go look at that couple, see, that's it, bro. You gotta give it to him though. You gotta give it to him.
Nah, they never do it though, man. You know, that's just, hey.
Kim gonna make sure she's slave.
Bro, what?
It don't matter
Every
what it
kid.
is. She gonna make sure she's
And then
slave.
Kanye gonna be right there, and I commend him for not wanting to overshine on his woman because at the end of the day, their relationship wasn't the West until he actually became, her husband and married her. You feel what I'm saying? He added additional clout to the Kim Kardashian. You feel what I'm saying? But I commend him for not shining a light on that light.
You think he leveled her up?
I do. I'm sorry, but I do.
Because
At the end of the day, before Kanye, she was more so of like a reality joke, right? Like we paid attention to it. Don't get us wrong. Like everybody tuned into it, but it was more so like, okay, what's this holding the day? So now it was. So now, it's like, okay, let's see what is this relationship real? Is this for the publicity and the fame and shit? Or what? But they got together. She ended up helping him out financially. He ended up bouncing back with the Yeezys. Yeah, the Yeezys. Goddamn. And now this nigga tax return. I don't know any fucking rapper that's so smart with their business that their tax return is $189 million.
Right.
Oof. That's your tax return.
About to call it one of them.
What Jay-Z say?
Right,
My accountant so good. I love his tax
Yo, so yeah, we should, it was a beautiful overall event, but more so than anything, I think what people were captivating on regarding his birthday was Kanye and Jay-Z actually making amends at the party. Now that beef, I think it was Watch the Throne, right?
Yeah.
It was right after that. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. And
a minute.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, Chevy. If you went on stage and did a 15-minute rant about me, bro.
What? Yeah, we're going.
See me.
Yeah,
Right now.
right. Because you could have called me. You got access to the publicist, nigga, the gate code. You got all that shit. So
bit tight.
you could have pulled up. You feel me? Tata could have opened the door for you. You could have. We could have been good,
But you want to talk about me on stage like that,
bro. So I mean, I commend both men for doing that. And then reportedly they had already been made amends. But they did that for the culture and for the public, and I appreciate that because
It's
the clout,
exactly right. And it, like you said, it's something we need to see, and it is the clout. But at the same time, I feel like the culture needed that because
if you did it publicly, fix it publicly.
now I feel like black people are gonna fix it publicly, but also black people are gonna
look at it as
look at Kanye more or less as like a situation that can be helped versus always attacking him. I feel like with Jay-Z now making that amends, the black culture won't always necessarily attack Kanye in the sense of calling him a coon, but more so, okay, well, if Jay-Z can forgive this man and can still, be cool with him and still work with him, do business, blah, 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 then we can give him somewhat of a benefit of the doubt in the sense of maybe we're misunderstanding what he's saying when he is trying to go in the sense of...
the direction he wants to go.
Right. So, yeah, I commend you two gentlemen, you two kings, and we appreciate you, the culture does. We need y'all to, get that back together because we need that Jesus Walk Kanye producer back. We need all that back.
We need it.
We need that back.
College dropout.
All that shit, yeah.
Go back to the old guy.
So, speaking of the old musicians and legends that have come
Goddamn Kelly
risen and fall, I'm going to tie all this in because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Robert, you did it again.
Yo, so last night, and I'm so glad you're here, Corey, because last night I watched part 2. Did you see who was in it? Oh, I'm about to fucking... Our high school classmate. Yeah, yes, bro, yes. When I saw it to you, I was like, no. I was like, we was modeling. I didn't think you were... This wasn't the Holly I knew from Millie Lewis back in the day, goddamn.
Hope she was watching.
Like, bro, what? So
what happened?
We're going to get into it, but let me start with the beginning. So, R. Kelly is facing... hella shit. He facing charges from New York, charges from Chicago, and Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Atlanta, I think he was already sentenced or whatever regarding those. I don't really know his sentencing, y'all. I'm not going to lie to y'all on the air. But what I will tell you is the nigga is pretty much fucked up, dropped the whole ball, and so he was facing charges for faking Aaliyah's age and bribing court officials to basically say that she was 18 and she was 15 when they got married. Shout out to Dame Dash, and I quote, "It's disgusting for a grown man to marry a 15-year-old girl. It doesn't matter that people..." He was saying in Dame Dash in the part 2 of Surviving R. Kelly overall episodes, he was saying that people were overlooking the fact that she was 15 because it was Aaliyah. It was R. Kelly and Aaliyah, his protege, getting married, not R. Kelly and a 15-year-old girl.
Right.
And he was like, I mean, either way, it's disgusting, it's fucked up. And then her uncle, the guy who actually has control over all her music and the reason why it's not on any streaming platform, actually is the reason why the two met in the first place.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because we're the parents.
Yeah, I remember to talk about that.
So then it gets worse.
And then he bribed and got the court officials.
Yeah.
Like, how you even
they need to be fighting.
Everybody need to be the fuck let go. Hold on, I'm trying to find this shit though because it's so yeah. So I'm telling you, bro. Surviving R. Kelly Part 2 was released, and basically, Dame Dash said what he said. R. Kelly's mother, it goes. Part 2 goes further into the overall circumstances and specific details of the many trials and years of people trying to pretty much let the world know R. Kelly is out here, raping little girls and doing all the above. So his mother supposedly even accepted $5,000 at one point during one of the trials to keep her mouth closed. Him and his lawyer. That ain't right. That's what I said. Hard times around here, right? Somebody went flying, but they still had belief and faith, right? So basically, goddamn, beyond that, it was even stated that, amongst the family members taking briberies and stuff, his lawyer and R. Kelly himself were actually going in the beginning pin everything on his brother and let his brother take the fall. Yes. So it gets real deep into it on the part 2. Holly Calhoun. Before we say this, baby girl, I have nothing against you. I've always admired your beauty. You are a beautiful young lady, and I'm not even gonna it is what it is. Now, anyone who went to the great old Malden High School, shout out to my fellow classmate, the lovely Corey and Michelle here with me. We all know that when you were middle school, right? You were already dating Ty Quinn.
He's gonna put that out there.
But my thing is, not to put people out there, you feel me? I'll go back and edit his name. But anyway, my thing is. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Well, it's out there.
Yo, fuck it, cause niggas know this shit. This ain't shit new, bro. This is on the goddamn internet. My nigga, so my thing was, it was nothing new that you like older niggas. Like, I feel like for us who knew you, Holly, we don't give a fuck about that. We ain't even judging you for the situation, cause you wasn't being molested, none of that shit. Like, you grown as fuck. So we get it. We, like, cool, it wasn't even our business. Our relationship became R. Kelly's brand new girlfriend / beautiful whatever, because it was you. Like, let's keep it a buck. You pretty as fuck, and then you with R. Kelly. Boom. Now who the fuck is this pretty ass girl that R. Kelly with?
Right.
What niggas didn't really know was that you and Robert was you and Robert. Like, when it hit for me, I was like, damn. And I guess I feel like it stuck in the sense of, because it was big. People were calling me from high school, like from school, basically to our classmates. Did you hear about this and da 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 da? Like, how you know with R. Kelly too? Blah blah blah. Like, people were basically trying to speculate if she was going through what the other girls were going through.
Right.
When I saw her give her 2 cents last night, she spoke about, the ups and downs within a relationship, but she characterized those ups and downs as normal, trials and tribulation issues. Yeah. And of course, because it's Robert Sylvester Kelly, niggas gonna goddamn blow that shit out of proportion. I felt where she was coming from. She went into depth and details of a moment where they actually got physical and were fighting. Now, I ain't never seen that when she got her ass beat.
Kick his old ass.
You said what?
Kick his old ass.
And I think I'm gonna say she handled her own, because I ain't never like seen. I ain't heard about her getting beat up.
Right.
When it came up on the show itself, Survivor R. Kelly Part 2, she gave her 2 cents about it, and then boom, they showed like, you know how they bring up clips of some shit being on the blog, and it showed the actual headline on R. Kelly girlfriend thrown in the wall, like they said that he choked her and threw her ass on the wall.
I think I seen that on that.
I never saw that shit. I never saw that. And at the end of the day, she was basically like, that was that. I moved on, and now she on Wild and Out catching the check shop, and it came for blessing her. I ain't mad at her. Like, I'm not mad at you at all, Holly.
She got that bag.
She's
She on Wild Out.
Yes.
She ain't doing.
From Greenville, South Carolina, bro.
She ain't holding up because they kick them off after they don't keep up in the season. She better get right. I watch segments Wild Out every day. I ain't heard no Holly, whatever. You better get right, Holly. I'm rooting for you.
Look, from Greenville.
If I don't see you in season 14, I know what happened.
I'm proud of your hustle. I want you to keep doing it. Stay the fuck away from my kids.
Get that bag.
Oh, shout out to you.
Get that bag.
Yeah. So yeah, we all gonna move right along, moving into it. Goddamn. Next, we got Remy Ma, who was cleared of all charges with the Brittany Taylor case, which is some bullshit. Brittany fucking Taylor. I feel like you literally did all that shit for clout. In reference, even if she did punch you in the face for you saying something about a child, my nigga, you said something about her fucking child.
You deserve to get hit.
Right.
In the face.
Like, what the fuck?
My kids.
So, shout out to Remy, and shout out to the new album on the way. Remy Ma is dropping the album in 2020. If you didn't know, now you know. She was waiting for that to clear.
If you know, you know.
And I forgot she missed some other appearance because of the court, because of this shit. But now that it's cleared, she's back in business. So shout out to Remy Ma, Fat Joe, the whole Terror Squad family. You feel me? And that's that. Speaking of Soul Train, I'm gonna be so real with y'all.
I ain't watching.
The writers put it on here, but I feel like a lot of our award shows are fucking. It's a wrap. Yeah, these writers are.
These writers so serious.
I'm
not the same.
Right, and then too, who hosted the award show? Wait a minute. Who hosted the award show?
I started to say it was Pam and Gina. Tisha Campbell and
shout out to them, because y'all still here. Have you heard her song?
No.
Tisha? Yeah.
What?
I'm fucking weak. So yeah, shout out to the Soul Train Awards and whatnot.
Pam still look good. Gina.
That shit.
She just likes
for sure.
That's light skin privilege.
Yeah. I think we should. You can tap it. I think we still can. We're gonna move right along though. So Cardi B and Offset celebrate his 28th birthday or whatnot. And with that being said, yeah, we still straight recording. So with that being said, I feel like everybody went ham over her giving him $500,000.
She gotta make a house.
So
gotta make a house. They buy me a house. I ain't never leave.
I mean, as a woman, Corey, how do you feel? As a woman, if you were a woman on Cardi B's level in this industry,
if I got the money, yeah. But I just feel like that's not a gift. Like, he has money.
But why did he give?
He He has money.
I mean, they both.
I wouldn't mind. That's what you want. I mean, here, because I ain't got to put that much effort into looking for someone.
Right. I mean, they both do. In a sense, I get you. It's a
Yeah,
gift.
it's still
It ain't a gift, but it's like.
I mean, it's just like.
Oh, you talking about giving him $5K? I thought you talking about the house.
It went 5K, nigga.
It
It
went
was 5K. That was the house. Goddamn. The fuck. Because you think about the house they just bought, shit. He could have added that to the down payment, goddamn.
Well, yeah, give him five. Done.
I mean, but I guess.
Cause he ain't gonna do nothing but get right back.
Because what can you buy somebody that already got money?
I mean, and then to be real, I would have got him shit because flipping the page. No offense, I would have got your ass shit, nigga. We about to cash out in this new house. Like that's the next one of the bullets in the.
That's why I
segment.
said like it ain't.
Yeah.
It's that why I said it's like it's not a gift because she gave him money.
6
He
car
couldn't give it
garage.
right back.
I mean, they married too,
It's-
so
exactly.
it's staying in the. So
Right,
it's-
staying in the-
and it's a couple thousand square feet. This house is a damn White House in Georgia, goddamn. It's
Right.
big as fuck.
Big
And then I
house,
do want to
big.
say now, I get everyone them trying to show their life and be so relatable and personable with the public on Instagram, showing this is our garage and this is our. I'm not showing y'all that shit. I'm not showing y'all give me all the floor plan in my house so you know how to come rob me and know which room to get into, which one to open the door, how to unlock this. She's like, fuck that. I'm not doing none of
If
that.
I did, I just gonna tell you what the camera set up there.
Well, see, that's what I'm
Trap,
saying.
I ain't gonna tell you none of that.
But shit, the shit's so big. By the time you catch me going out the other end of the house, you just not getting to where I was at. Goddamn. I'm like, shit, you're not finna catch me in this house.
Not mine, you know what I mean? Trap. An apartment I got.
Oh, see, yeah, no.
Yeah, it's over with.
Everybody ain't like that in the military, bro. All these damn
Mind your
guns.
business.
Talk too much.
Right. So yeah, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Man, I ain't heard him in a minute, but in reference to
No, he sang like a chopper.
and they still gave him 2 years.
Man,
Which
like a chopper, nigga.
I think it's fucked up because if I sound like a canary nigga, I'm supposed to be free. Like, I mean, witness protection or not, nigga, I ain't supposed to be in these
Like
bars.
I said, I had 2 months left, not 2 years.
And I told I told you shit about rappers who ain't even in my camp.
Like,
Bro, what you mean you giving me some time, nigga? You know, I done basically edited out that Jim Jones, goddamn, you feel me, whoopie whoop, what, you feel me, was helping you still.
You think that's for real?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Because how the fuck you talking to somebody about kidnapping a nigga who literally got locked up, all them people involved with him got locked up, and you're still free, and your audio is a part of the case. Your voice is in court, but you ain't in court. I don't understand, Jim. I'm sorry, Jim Jones, but I don't get it. How the fuck your voice end up in court, but you not in court? Yeah, nah, nigga. You a confidential informant, motherfucker. I know one when I see one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it out there. Ain't nobody else gonna say it. It is what it is. And ain't no putting you up on me with goons. I'm no gangbanger or nothing. Y'all, I'm dead. Like, y'all gonna kill me with all the extra rah-rah shit. It is what it is, nigga. But I just gotta tell the truth. I'm sorry.
You think he's still gonna be accepted when he get out?
Who? Tekashi's making music?
man, he gonna drop that.
I don't think
Gang,
so.
gang, gang, gang.
Like, I feel like he bought his way into
the
a
industry.
game.
He did, yeah.
So
it's
niggas don't care about that. Care about their money.
they gonna, right now. What people aren't realizing is, and not a lot of people know this, his manager is El Chapo's nephew. His new music talent manager is El Chapo's nephew.
He good.
So, right, if it don't matter what the fuck you think about me, nigga, say something. I wish the fuck open your fucking mouth. What?
Long as
He probably walking around with that shit on his shoulder too. Like, I wish the fuck you would say. So I snitched and what? like, you feel what I'm saying?
Good music and keep it selling to make them money.
Because El Chapo do shit like be in prison and still send the whole goddamn crew to go get his son out of jail like you thought. Like when you thought you had my son, but you're not
Right.
going to jail today. I'm gonna shut down the city and let you know that I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm gonna blow shit.
Crazy.
What? We talked about this shit on here. Like, this shit sounded like a Black Ops scene. Like,
Yeah.
in the game.
Right.
It was
It
real.
really do.
And they try to, like, the media trying to downplay how much this man has power, how much power and control he has. Bro, if the Mexican military can goddamn really have to amp up their ammunition and go to war with this man's gang, his overall organization, I feel like if he really wanted to fuck shit up in the world in reference to countries where his drugs is, distributed through, he could really fuck shit up. Yeah, like, it ain't shit to it. So, in reference to 6ix9ine, I really don't know how his career in music is gonna pan out. I feel like
He's still gonna be accepted.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's still, it's
like everybody keeps saying, like when he get out, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that.
Just
It's
check this
not.
out. You ain't snitch on me.
You ain't snitch on me.
So,
Right,
as long as you kid.
who nephew? Oh, I need all the supply. Come the way. Come the way. Let me tell you about my best friend. Big facts, goddamn. So yeah, ASAP Rocky out here trying to be the next Kim K and work with Vivid and get new sex tapes released and shit. And like I honestly,
I seen a snippet.
You seen a snippet?
No, not that.
I ain't gonna lie. Like
I seen a snippet of.
It was sitting on my phone. No, it was sitting to my phone.
I didn't see it.
Man, please. That shit was sitting on my phone. People were texting me and all that shit. And I guess, people were trying to send it to for the podcast or whatnot, but at the same rate, it was weak. Like,
He not good.
I can make a better take than that.
He not good.
I mean,
He lazy.
she was laying down.
He lazy.
She lazy.
Everybody lazy. Everybody's lazy. Everybody's lazy as fuck. When nobody doing shit right, doing shit correct, goddamn. With nothing right but the moan.
Pneumonia. Was it even on point? Goddamn.
Bruh.
Going along with it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, moving on. Nick Cannon and Eminem are going at it. I don't really take this seriously.
Me either.
I'll speak on this.
Because
A lot of people sleep on Nick Cannon. That man, he does.
He do. He
That's
got.
what he's doing. Yeah. Okay.
What does Eminem still do?
But Eminem made
Residual.
money. I feel like he made money. He's just not out there with it.
Yeah, Eminem.
But it's like the whole diss thing. Like they've been going at it for years. But Nick Cannon is really, if he wants to, he really like it.
You think so?
He really like it.
Well, you talking rap? I mean, I'm gonna say this. I did hear some lyrics. He lyrically,
Yeah.
that craftsmanship with that pen might be there. Now somebody,
like that.
but listen, what he do need, he just need a Snoop. Or hell, he might need to call him himself and have Eminem come and help him with the cadence.
Right.
Keep the flow off right so he can catch the beat right. But outside of that, now I'll give him that. He can write some shit, bro. I'll give him that for real. And honestly, I feel like it's petty because I feel what you're saying in the sense of because it all boils from Mariah Carey.
Do y'all think Eminem a good rapper?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because you know how some people say that they don't feel like he is. They feel like just more so his image is what made him a good. I guess from he came up.
I get that perception, but when you go into his flow and his cadence,
He know how to talk that shit when he raps.
and he flows, and it's like that shit is it's a true cadence. Like it's not besides him and Twista, I don't know too many rappers that's. You feel me? I'm at you trying to check yourself out. I'm weak. So yeah, I don't take it seriously now. When he gets into the race shit, I feel like Nick go keep out this. If he jab him the right way, he could fuck some shit up with him. Because if you look at that white man who's coming to this black culture and black industry, the reference of who made hip hop, you feel me? M has slayed, raped the fuck out of our culture and made money. Let's just be real. Now, when I say rape, I'm not going to say that he's a culture vulture because I don't think Eminem has tried to be a black man. Yeah, he ain't tried to be a black man. He's just been real, right? And being Eminem, right? Exactly. So when Nick tried to attack him on that, I feel him in reference of a white man or a white woman being a cultural vulture. I don't feel you, Nick, in the sense of you saying it's Eminem doing that. I can't follow up.
Yeah, he's
not that guy. Yeah, like
no. What I seen last night at the game, so they like, boy, we're gonna try to beat black.
Right. So
big goofy.
So yeah, shout out to them too. I hope honestly, everybody.
Oh no, y'all need to drop it.
Yeah, because both of y'all rich as fuck when it boils down to. I mean,
facts.
We will say the black man got more money, but at the end of the day,
they really do.
But at the end of the day, it don't matter. Y'all both rich, so just leave it at that. Leave it at that. And Mariah don't want that one of y'all. She living her best life.
Okay.
Goddamn, still singing Christmas carols that's been out for 100 years.
Got that number one.
Right, I'm confused, bro. That shit crazy. Like, you make the same song over and over each Christmas and get another goddamn couple mil. Like, why would you make another album, bro?
Yeah, like
all I want for Christmas is my song to go to number one again. Like,
every time I heard it, so like, damn.
I was weak as fuck. Juice WRLD.
You know the crazy thing is, I had just heard this song with him, NBA Youngboy, the day before.
Oh, that happened. Alright, so let's just give him a moment's silence real quick.
So.
Y'all stupid. Yeah.
Respect though, man.
But the song, and it's so crazy because the only song I knew of him was the Lucid Dreams, and I didn't even know that was him. And I love that song. I didn't even know it was him.
You made my heart. Nah, so basically, I feel like it's all fucked up. I'm gonna just.
I feel like it's fake.
You don't think he did? Why? But see, Chevy called me after it happened, and we talked about it. Did you see a clip on Instagram where he was saying that I'm not dead? This is fake news, blah blah blah. Did you see that?
Yeah, but I feel like that's probably old.
That's what I thought so too. I thought it was an old clip. Is that what you was talking about when you called me that morning? You genuinely feel that he's not dead?
Nah, he did.
You heard one thing about it, then you hear nothing else.
Did you see the video on YouTube where he actually seized up and died in the airport?
Nah.
Yeah, that's on YouTube.
Or you can seize up and just lay there.
You can, but he was dead. You swallowed a whole bag of fucking perks, bro.
Yeah.
You died. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. He killed himself, but he didn't kill himself.
He did it out of fear.
And
like,
that was
he
because of the fucking FBI and the police department. They literally scared him to death. He had 70 pounds of marijuana. Granted, cool. That was not supposed. It's illegal to carry weed to traffic marijuana. It's a drug still. We get that. But had his pilot not been an undercover FBI agent, B, a pilot who motherfuckers were saying that he basically not admitted, but tipped off the cops, quote unquote, tipped off that there were illegal guns on the flight. C, would have known to check those guns and to at least have them produce some type of legal registration paperwork for the weapons before, tipping off anyone, because D, them shits were legally the fuck registered.
And first of all, they're college things, like, bro. If you're undercover, but you're also making extra money by flying, by being
exactly.
Like
we still stupid to pick up on the shit, but yeah, But I also, so in that moment, I blame a little bit of everybody. I do blame you, Juice, because at the same time, you are young, but you're a young millionaire. Yeah, you are a $1 million business, my nigga. You gotta be smarter than that. If we three on the plane and goddamn some shit go down, I'm gonna be like, yo, Corey.
The one with no money take the blame.
Well, what? Cause I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna tell Buffy that, listen, straight up.
Ow.
Listen, y'all know I got Mama Lattimore and I got Father Williams. It's all good, goddamn. It is what it is. Y'all know we Gucci. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, I ain't swallowing the whole bag of pills, bro. It is what it is. I might go in and crush them up on my plane and flush them down the toilet.
Bro,
you feel what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna do dumb shit.
The one with no money take the blame.
My thing is, had he not swallowed those pills, he actually would have skated with 70 pounds of weed, bro. Because they would have came for the guns, and you would have came with a search warrant and said, "Oh, your warrant says what? I got illegal guns. Don't touch a fucking thing else on my plane, bitch. Look at my guns and my paperwork. Get the fuck out of my goddamn face. Oh, you not? All right, well, go ahead. Search everything. Take me to jail. I'm suing the fuck out of you. All this shit gonna be dropped because all this shit is improper and misconduct. It's incorrect." Exactly, but they don't want motherfuckers like me to really be on a fucking true national platform spilling all this shit, because ain't nobody really talking about it, bro. And that pilot gonna live to fly another day.
Coming to justice. I forgot we was in that.
So it's like, yo, goddamn, fuck all that bullshit. It is what it is.
We don't need to talk about the next. We already took.
Yeah, no, that's why I tied it into that. We good on that. I woke up to last night out of a nap and saw Trey Songz facing a $10 million lawsuit from some shit that happened in January 2018. Now,
but I thought it got dropped. Or I thought they bought it, or she took money in exchange for it or something.
I don't know. It was back up last night on all the blogs and shit.
I saw her though.
And they were saying that.
What did you get? I mean,
no. Nah, go ahead. I need to turn the volume.
What?
Can you say it again? I don't think we heard you.
We
need to hear you for the people. What you say?
What he posed to be like free? Some shit like
I don't think so.
Man, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I used to throw parties a long time ago, and I worked and networked my way to work with a lot of people, managers and shit. And I say this to say that I know certain details and certain secrets and rumors that are out there.
You showing the fuck.
And when it comes to Trey Songz, I'll admit that I've heard certain things, but I'm not gonna say anything because I don't really like putting people's business out there like that. I really don't, especially if it's alleged. When it's alleged, you can't really, But allegedly, he has been known to be
gay.
I ain't gonna say gay. I'm gonna say bisexual, and it's been known that he's, supposedly a freak of this nature when it comes to sex, and that he likes threesomes, he likes all that shit. my thing is, do what you do, but don't be out here getting caught up in $10 million because you want to force. No, let me tell you what he did. So apparently, the woman is saying that they were at a party. He met her. He wanted her to come with him to somewhere, and when they, met up or whatnot, he forcefully fingered the fuck out of her. Basically, is what she said.
I kind of feel like that's a lot. White woman.
I don't know. I think she was black.
Yeah.
It happened in Georgia. She probably was black.
I feel like that's.
He forcefully fingered her.
Like, bro, how?
That's what he. That's it. Basically, you know how they try to get politically correct.
You sat there?
Think about like this is really. Won't you say that shit out loud? Don't this shit sound silly? Shout out to Carlos Miller right now. He said it out loud. This shit just sounds silly. Basically, he forcefully fingered. So he had one hand here and one up here. Oh, your hands and legs are free of will. God damn it, you got two hands that. Whoop, whoop.
Me holding you with one hand and doing the business with the other.
You got legs that can rap.
I mean,
what?
I didn't necessarily. I read it and was like, alright, you just gonna. Because.
Say that loud one more time.
He forcefully fingered her.
The woman says that he's forcefully fingered her. Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Sit your ass.
Wait, sit, lay back, shut the fuck up.
Don't scream. You better not say shit. Don't say a fucking thing.
Okay, just don't have to.
But it's not funny though. It's a lot of these cases that start to be brought up, like with these artists.
It's just like,
but we're gonna get into that. Because I feel like it's an attack on not Trey Songz isn't someone who in R&B we can say like is R. Kelly in the sense of a legend,
right.
All of that. But I feel like there is an attack on
people with money,
black people with money in entertainment because that's where power is held in reference of media, social media, and the world we live in today.
Bro, that's like me saying a woman forcibly jacked me. Like I'd sit there and let you.
I did do that, but it wasn't. I did that, but it wasn't
like,
forced, goddamn.
That's like what I'm saying. A man forcefully broke your teeth. Like you looked at him do this shit.
If that's the case, nigga, I can be charged with that shit every day. Because when women hug me at job and I be in my desk,
every day.
when women, you know how a woman come and hug you and you sitting down and her titties go in your face?
Yeah, so you just
the microphone is the breast, nigga. This is me. Hey, how you doing? Yes. How's your day? How's your morning? I'm all in them shits, nigga. You got some big ass titties and you hug me, and you let me sit down and hug me. Mama friend, grandma friend, I don't give a fuck. If them titties is right.
Definitely.
Hey, how you doing? How's your day?
My name is.
My head be comfortable, goddamn. But yeah, so I don't know. I get what you're saying, but moving right along, we're gonna get into some things now. Have y'all seen the new lineup for Coachella?
I think I did.
I definitely wouldn't mind going.
I wouldn't either. Y'all, I mean, because
Coachella.
We can go ahead and I can put it in the press package.
It's in April.
Talk about it after the shit, y'all.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So, goddamn.
It's April, you know what I mean?
That's my birthday.
Yeah, it's April 10th through the 12th.
Oh,
17th
birthday
to
April 11th?
Yeah. Already took off for April 20th. Goddamn, you already know.
So what we doing?
Right. So yeah, the lineup consists of 100 Gex, which is some shit we don't listen to. 21 Savage. Yeah, a lot of people we don't listen to.
The Baby gonna be there.
Facts.
He gonna be out.
Ari Lennox.
I love her.
Like Aya, not
Ari Lennox is that.
That ill, yeah. That voice.
Ain't go gonna be there.
Big Sean gonna be there.
Oh yeah, she gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read Black Coffee, Black Pumas. These people I ain't never heard of. Calvin Harris. I'm really scrolling through people because I don't know a lot of these people that's gonna be here. City Girls. We might actually be putting in that press pack here. Oh, the Baby gonna be in there, bitch. Daniel Caesar gonna be in there, bitch. Yo, we might be late.
Hey, what the baby say?
Denzel Curry gonna be in that bitch. Doja Cat gonna be in there.
Love her.
We actually might. I'm gonna have
Doja
to go
Cat
in
bitch too, though.
and put that in. Shout out to Coachella 2020. Looking like it's gonna be lit.
My birthday, April 11th.
I guess it's...
And it's a Friday.
I know. I did though.
Well, I need to check and make sure.
I mean, I didn't want to. I wanted to go to Denver for much time. That's why I took off.
Oh.
So
I'm going to Colorado in 2
That's when.
weeks.
Oh, you ain't shit.
you can't do nothing.
It's my business.
Right.
We know.
live.
We know.
Look, we
My
jealous.
business.
I'm jealous, low key though.
We talking about mine.
Yeah. Make sure you got down.
Yeah.
Care package, guys. I'm gonna need that. Look, priority shipping, please. But yeah, so moving right along, the baby was arrested in Miami and has been in jail ever since.
So check this out. She owe me $10K. I'm gonna get my money one way.
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like as I just said, I used to throw parties. Like I've been that nigga who, hey, bro, your name didn't hold that much weight,
Right.
and I got 50 people here. I don't know what you want me to do, man. I could go. I brought a certain somebody in motherfucking Charlotte. Now I could really get into some things about
them.
You know them.
Yeah.
You know them.
Oh,
We know them. We know them. I don't know. I might. What's it?
like a girl?
No. Goddamn.
We're not gonna put that shit.
Oh, we talking about that one? Which one? I was talking about,
Yeah, I know who you talking about. I'm not talking about. I ain't talking about.
Okay.
I ain't talking about.
Okay, we don't know anything.
Yeah.
I know them.
Yes. They went to one of the big four. Maul and Joe Man, Greenwood, Hillcrest.
oh!
They made it.
I mean, yeah, he's still doing his thing. I ain't mad at him at all. Yeah.
I think I know you don't know.
Yeah, and this was well known. Damn, this was well known that business wise, back in the day, bro, you just wasn't there. Like your business practices.
He went to all 4 schools.
Shit, you might know more than me because I don't know. Did he go to all 4 schools?
It sound like
We'll get direct after the live. You feel me? But anyway,
I know.
You do. So I brought this person up here to Charlotte. You know, it was a big time DJ at the time, and we're from the same hometown. I know I should come. I've recorded.
Oh shit!
I recorded at the studio where you was goddamn found that nigga. Like, yeah. And what's crazy is I fuck with bro. Like, and to this day, it's no beef. It's no beef at all. But it was just bad business. I lost $3,400 on that ass. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just from really your lodging. We ain't gonna talk about what I lost in the club. You feel me?
Right.
And it's like, I feel like with certain people, like he had just got into that world of fame and popularity notoriety. It was just a wave. And so I feel like he got big in the head and he already been told, bro, be careful because bro don't show up on time. Bro, it might not even show the fuck up.
See me right now.
so I'm like, I went on a limb because you know, like we've known him and we've been in the kickback, past the Dutch. You feel me? We done shit like I felt like we've already been acclimated with each other to the point where we can do good business with each other. Me and him wasn't like him and some of your constituents. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I wasn't really close to him. You feel me? But business wise, nigga, I'm putting in almost 10 bands in your pocket. You gonna show up, right? You gonna be on time, right? I even booked you a second DJ just so you didn't have to DJ the whole night. You literally all you had to do was show up and DJ for an hour.
Damn, and he fumbled it.
The whole thing, bro. And got mad at me.
Fumbled it like,
and said it was my fault, but I had paid promoters here in this city where I'm not from to not only post, promote, blah blah blah, but put out flyers and shit too. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's all it's gonna be. It's just
and it was just that I felt he himself, how he does now on Instagram. You can go on there and see now. He will make sure he put anything he got going on that his name is on. And I feel like over time, as a young developing entertainment entity within the industry, he's gotten better and learned that. Because this was 2016. So, it's 2020 now. I'm pretty sure, been way developed beyond that. But I understand where the baby gets frustrated in this. And I get both perceptions. You know, you the promoter, you thought you was gonna do numbers, but it's the baby within his hype. So honestly, I don't feel your perception because you should be able to pull in enough to get $10,000 in this man's pocket.
Right.
He's beyond hot right now,
Bro,
he's number one on everybody's radio station.
Facts.
His album is number one every fuck where, and his singles, he got singles within the album that are platinum, gold, like already doing numbers.
Ha!
So
I needed some shit with some bop in it.
yeah.
Like,
And you know what? I really ride for him because the nigga is from the Carolinas. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
All day.
Hard.
And that's what it is. It is what it is, period. So I feel like, and people get confused who ain't from South and North Carolina, that like, one only rock with one, nah, nigga. When you fuck with one Carolina, you fuck with all the Carolina, goddamn. That's why I tell people that I was born and raised in the South, and the North is just what developed me. You feel what I'm saying? North Carolina really developed the fuck out of me. You feel me?
I like coming up here.
That's what it is. And people be like, 80, why how y'all just get on the road and go home? What, nigga, it's literally up and down the street.
Right.
Like, it's
That's
it ain't
nothing,
shit.
like,
Yeah, it's just
I
right there. Nigga, and to
Yeah.
this day, shout out to all the noobs. Yo, all day. I'm the only noob to ever pledge while on felony fucking probation. I.e., my name, case closed, 6-man, Alpha Epsilon, outrageous noobs, the awakening nigga. What's good? The reawakening to be exact. So, nah, I'm just saying, like,
My boy right there.
it's not too many motherfuckers who can really just sit up there and drive up 85, you know, at 4 o'clock in the morning. In the morning now.
We used to do that shit all the time.
All the time. And then I would have to be up at 6 to go pee in the cup. Shout out to Mr. Green at the PTI. I think, not Mr. Green. What the fuck was that, man? Mr. Bald-headed man, cool as shit. He's a PTI counselor, PTI probation officer, all that shit. Shout out to him because we went for him. Shout out to my DP, Jay Nettles. I love you to death. Shout out to all my LBs. Shout out to my lovely, my wonderful whole Middle Eastern Province. Damn, what's that man's name? Carlos D. Watson. Shout out to the former pole marker of the Middle Eastern Province. And I think it's Brother Haywood from IHQ. If it went for none of these men I'm naming, I would not even be a noob right now. So I appreciate all y'all niggas. And as well as Mr. Cummings from Malden High School. You know what I'm saying? I can't forget about Capital League and the Greenville Alumni Chapter. You feel me? Shout out to all them men. What was the coach from Carolina High School? The noob. He over Capital League. I can't think of his name. Brother something. Shout out to the brother who's still coaching track at Carolina High School. As a noob, we appreciate you. Yeah, we appreciate all you noobs, man. All of my big brothers, I appreciate y'all, man. And at the end of the day, we're going to keep it moving back into this. So with the baby, on top of being arrested in Miami for assault and battery regarding, he supposedly robbed somebody in Miami and smacked him in the face with some apple juice. And then in Texas, he being held for assault and 30 of his niggas jumping a nigga who owed him 10 grand. Let him go. Because I didn't know about this Texas shit. Did all this just happen or is this some old shit?
That's what I said.
Okay.
This Texas bro just had this Miami thing.
That's old though, right? I feel like it's old. I'm trying to debate because even though it was a jumping situation, assault and battery, I feel like Texas holding him without bail is some bullshit. Like, y'all really fucking with him. And this is where I get into all the black entertainers. And the baby ain't a legend. I can't give you that. Nobody should be giving you that right now. You're not a legend yet, bro. And I say yet because
he on his way.
Yeah, you had the potential.
He on his way.
But
He
right. And with that being stated, he has a lot of influence and power and control right now.
He gave
Megan Thee Stallion. It's many people. Jay-Z, you feel what I'm saying? People, and we're going to get into the story because it's in pop culture next, but it's a lot of big heads who've done some shit back in the day similar to R. Kelly's current crimes who are not in the mix of being put on trial and jury right now. And we could really name the fuck drop because I'd low-key just name one. But and I don't think nobody's going to fuck with him, especially because now where he at up there, like, if your bank can't match his big bank, ain't no point of you even trying to get in the ring with this nigga, bro.
Right.
It's so rap. Because in court ain't nothing but a shit throwing contest. If you don't know, now you know. If you ain't got no money, don't go to court. You just took a L. Just take the L, bro. And I've had 8 speeding tickets all over 21 miles per hour. I ain't never gotten a ticket for them because I get a lawyer. And then, I go do my classes and we keep it pushing. I'm not a role model. So, So, moving right along, we wish the baby all the blessings and prayers and grace within that situation.
Get that man his money promoted.
And let him go on about his
That man been
business.
on tour since he came
Let
out.
him get back to the bop so we can all goddamn be bopping. You feel me? Anyway, pop culture and fashion.
Skip it because we ain't seen it. No.
I'm sorry, I gotta do it to y'all because it's Go see it today. When y'all should link back up later on. And
I got it.
you got another movie?
You want to?
Yeah, shit.
Shout out.
I told you we pull around here. This is my purpose.
Yeah, I know I'm a mom, so I got snacks like hell.
And shout out to Mini Me. I can't wait to meet her in person now that she's grown. Goddamn, I can't wait. Huh? Right, now that she's grown, yeah, now she's literally a miniature Corey. Like, it's crazy. And she's gonna be goofy like Corey too. I can already see it.
She's so mean.
So,
We smacking. We smacking.
it's sour, that's why. So look. Here what it is, bro. Queen and Slim. Shout out to the wonderful Lena Waithe. You did your shit. And you always do your shit, you know, with the shy, all that shit. But this shit here. I love the movie. I love your work. I love the movie. I love your work, but I'm not too happy with the ending.
I haven't
Well,
saw
don't
it.
spoil the ending.
They died.
Yeah.
God damn.
Everybody knows, look, because people talking shit. Why they gotta die? Why you gotta be in love and black, go against the police and die? It don't gotta happen that way.
To be real, I kind of feel like I knew they was gonna die.
I felt like
when I see them niggas under the bed, they came in on the preview. Hey, they killed the movie right there. I thought them gonna die.
what happened when what?
On the preview, they was stuck under some bed and the police was in there. I said
really?
they gonna die. They ain't getting out of there unless they unless somebody blew up.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be like, since we already done put it out that they do die, they don't die in that scene. They actually do get the fuck out of that situation.
I knew he was gonna fucking die.
No.
Right there.
How they died, and I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna say this so you get an idea, because everybody black and saw this movie. They died just like Cleo and Set It Off.
Oh, that's
They went out with a bang.
And it's fucked up, bro. It's just so fucked up. Because it's like, for me, it's almost like, oh, these Bonnie and Clyde
They was
duo
gonna
that's
make it.
black. Right, y'all giving us so much hope as a black power couple and then dying. It's like, well, why do you want hope as a black power couple doing illegal shit? Nigga, because we can't get right doing legal shit. So shit, we gotta
Right,
tell you how the fuck we can get it,
right.
goddamn. So it is what it is, goddamn. But beyond just the movie itself being somewhat a social fire starter, it also was snubbed by the Emmys along with When They See Us in reference to nominations. And people felt some type of way because beyond just being snubbed, When They See Us was a
Great.
great movie, beyond purpose and substance, like, in black and white culture stood for that shit because they knew what the fuck that shit was wrong. And then the fact that the same prosecutor, you know, eons later got her justice served, justice was still served. So it was a great overall movie because it even brought about change to our current climate of society. Within her going to jail for that. Cool.
Yeah, man,
Or I don't think she went to jail. She just got demoted regarding her job and they took her book off the shelves.
Every time I see it jump about to come on, I instantly get mad. I don't know why.
Yeah, so
I
like
ain't touching.
they had a screening for the white media to come in and actually look at the movie. Lena said only 3 people showed up in her Breakfast Club interview.
What?
And that wasn't 3 people at each screening. She said 3 people at one of the many national screenings they held for the white media to come see. Only showed up.
Tragic.
So I'm like, okay, well, fuck the Emmys. I already barely watched the Golden Globes. I don't really watch that shit. I don't watch the Oscars. The Grammys, if Cardi B, Rihanna, Drake, like somebody big ain't performing at the Grammys.
Get out of the mind.
So yeah, if ain't nobody big performing, I'm not watching the Grammys. That's just what it is. And yeah, I just feel like that shit was fucked up. That we need to get a black committee of, you know, people who gonna vote and we need a black caucus representation in all of these award ceremonies. Period. Moving on. Gabrielle Union and Julianne Hough were both fired from America's Got Talent. Now, Julianne Hough, I'm not sure why she was fired, but Gabrielle Union was fired because
What her hair?
her hair was too black. They said that her hairstyles were too pro-African American. Racist as shit. And what's crazy is, I think it's Florida or California, somewhere they just passed the King Act. I think it's the King Act, the King something. Basically protecting the styles of us as black people wearing our natural fro, our natural hair, and all that shit. Wow. So it's ironic that she just got fired for this. And I don't know why Julianne got fired. I think it was to kind of probably cover the shit, but they probably just wanted to let her go because she probably wasn't bringing a lot of ratings. Because I mean, like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't look to Julianne Hough for music, so I don't know why she judging somebody on
But
that.
the whole Gabrielle, that jump, see, that's
It's bullshit. They're attacking the ones who have control and power right now. And really what happened was Jay Leno cracked a racist joke about one of the Mexicans or a Hispanic person that came to audition. And she went fucking with it and went backstage and was letting niggas know, like, yo, HR, this is not correct. Check Jay Leno. I don't give a fuck if it is Jay Leno. He needs to be checked. And they said Jay was trying to downbrush it because when he was asked about his opinion in reference to her being fired and shit, oh, Gabrielle Union's a beautiful young lady. She's a sweet girl. She's a sweet girl. She deserves everything that's coming to that young life. To me, I feel like he not only downplayed the situation in reference to her, because I feel like he definitely feels some type of way, but because of the media being a firestorm, but also he's not going to say much because she's fired. Like, it's Jay Leno versus Gabrielle. Who the fuck you think gonna really get the boot?
Right.
Even if she is way more relevant than Jay Leno, because we look at her in more recent shit regarding movies and let alone just Saving Mary Jane, I feel like was more relevant than the late night show Jay Leno because he retired even while she was still in her prime. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So with that being stated, I get the hierarchy in reference of it being Jay Leno's old white man. We can't let him go. And then too, this man is also probably putting some money into that show. I'm not telling him he probably helped Simon out with some damn bills back there. So it is what it is. Should she have been fired? No. And she gonna get another job now. They are talking about replacing her with Sofia Vergara. That's not a bad thing, but again, where is her music? Where is her music career? I'm trying to figure this out.
What do you say
I don't even know who that is.
What do you say
the best thing.
Next, who the fuck are you?
You're right. The Spanish girl from Tyler Perry movie. That was.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. Niggas really know her from that shit. Niggas don't know you. I'm sorry, Sophia. If you see her, you'll know her.
She knew music.
She the one that got that strong
accent, that Spanish accent.
Yeah.
No. Yep, that's her. That's her. The group. She got a nice ass.
What movie like, she played in? I forgot what that movie was.
She's a good actress. That's what we know for. She's not singing. So I can't see you judging nobody on music and shit.
Like, what are you doing?
And even though America Got Talent, you can do more than sing. I can't, like, you got, for me to judge a talent, you got to be a
all
talent.
around.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, that's really all we really do.
Right. Ain't nobody finna come on there and do an improv and be like, so, are you gonna put in your next movie? No, that's not happening on America Got Talent. So, at the end of the day, shout out to Gabrielle Union, bless you and your family. And also, I want to commend your husband for loving his son in reference of his son choosing to acknowledge his sexuality at such a young age and, you know, just come out as a gay man. You know, it is what it is. But
and Wade accepted it.
Like, yeah, and I appreciate him trying to be an actual role model in reference of other black fathers loving their children who do choose the abnormal in reference of sexuality.
Right.
So with that being stated, moving right along, Russell Simmons and Oprah. Now this is where I need everybody to get into
They've
this
been added
because it's everything you and I we all been touching on about black people entertainers and being attacked. So Oprah is finna put out a documentary about Russell Simmons and how he has also been accused of, sexual misconduct and inappropriate relations with women on his job in reference of his executives and just, blackmailing these people and women in this, that, and the third. Now, Oprah is being ridiculed in reference of her releasing these specials about black men in Hollywood who have been legends, who are important to us. Russell didn't just come from Run DMC. Russell isn't big and a legend to us just for music. He's also a legend to us for fucking business. Because when we think about Russell, we think about what? Adidas. If you don't think about Run DMC and Adidas,
Def Comedy Jam.
Def Comedy Jam, Adidas, the Rush Card. Like, when you think about Russell Simmons, you got to think about him as the grandfather in mogulness in reference of him being the one that was the inspiration for Diddy or Jay-Z or hell, Birdman or Lil Wayne. Drake, like everybody, anyone who ever been anybody with the entertainment, if you ain't studied Russell Simmons and Run DMC in their whole run, you lacking. Because fashion, business, music,
everything.
Like when
I hear Russell Simmons, I think, damn, what now?
Right, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. And then my thing is like, Oprah, you are a black woman who was backed by Harvey Weinstein and all these other white men who are basically being beyond stumped on by the Me Too movement and all these other women who are saying these men did everything to them. But yet, the only people you write special about is Michael Jackson and fucking Russell Simmons.
Right.
One thing I want to know is why are you worried about writing? Like, why are you trying to release something on this man?
And
you need his
he not dead or in jail. And
this nigga still living.
Right. And both of y'all got money to go to war with. So at the end of the day, you might want to stop playing Oprah now. You might be that billionaire and Russell might not be there yet. But at the end of the day, I feel like
that's what
I'm gonna say. Like he has money and net worth. It's Russell fucking Simmons. Who the fuck? You feel me? Come on now. I love you, Oprah, but I don't fuck with what you're doing right now because you're helping the white man, and at the same rate, like Oprah, I kind of know a little more than the most because her daughters went to my college, and me and I was cool with her. And yeah, so
I love her. I remember her.
Damn, you do?
I
Damn, that's wild. So yeah, me and one of Oprah's daughters, you know, we had like a little. I'm gonna say a flame. We had a quick little flicker of a flame flickering in the candle, and she was pure African.
She's pretty.
As fuck, bro. As fuck. Big facts, big facts. Is it still recording?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, basically, wait, is it? Cause what's that at the top? Look, just make sure.
It say backup. Your disc is almost full.
Is it still recording? Or is it the thing?
Yeah, it's definitely still.
You see the time going down there?
Yup, 105,
Okay.
106.
Okay, cool, great. Yeah, it's recording. I'll just I'll have to make sure you edit that part. But back to Oprah. So specifically, I feel like if you're gonna write a whole documentary about Michael Jackson and Russell Simmons.
Right about everybody.
Harvey Weinstein, I don't give a fuck if they are backing you. Oh, you signed NDAs? Okay, well, if you're going to honor a white man who openly, at this point, it's open and well known, this man has raped women in this and the third. This man is in New York, right? And his customers walking up to his table while he's at a restaurant who's blasting him like, you shouldn't be here. You basically saying he shouldn't have the overall courage to even be out in public and show his face. And you know what they did in the restaurant? Kicked the customer out. Everybody they came with. And Harvey sat the fuck right there and still ate his dinner. Now, granted, he was there with a table full of young ass girls in the picture. You can literally see this, and it's just like it's further sickening because you think in your head, here's a customer in a restaurant who sees your sick ass doing your sickly deeds, and the restaurant establishment still only acknowledges the customer interrupting your dinner, not the fact that you're probably doing the same Me Too shit to these young ass women at your table right now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So the shit it blows me. It blows the fuck out of me, bro. And beyond that, Oprah, I'm not with it. So it just
I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
And then 50 Cent clowned it. Did y'all hear about that?
I already know you clowning.
Who want to touch into it? Anybody want to touch into it?
I didn't even 50 Cent. Don't fuck with him because he gonna go in.
He gonna
So
he gonna go in on everybody.
So 50 asked Oprah, why doesn't she target all her white executive supporters and not just the black moguls in the entertainment industry? And basically what he was saying was the same thing I just said. You know, you got Bill Cosby, you got Michael Jackson, you got R. Kelly. In some way, shape, form, or fashion, Oprah has weighed in her opinion on all those men.
But not.
And on the post on our page, we put up a diagram of like, I think it was 8 or 9 men, black and white, who were all supposedly, you know, being pointed the finger at and judged or referenced to the same sexual misconduct charges. But only Bill Cosby and R. Kelly are the ones who are literally going to go to jail and facing time or already in jail doing time. So it's like, what the fuck, Oprah? I can't. To me, you are at this point sitting on the white man's lap in the house while the rest of us are outside slaving, and I can't fuck with you. I'm not fucking with it, and that's just what it is. Shout out to your daughters because they're all still beautiful, and I love you all. Shout out to Andronica and Pumi, I love you both, and that's just what it is. Moving right along, Aniko Parrish. Now, she's beautiful, and Kevin, you dumb as fuck. I don't give a fuck. And then I don't even think the woman that he cheated on her with in the video was all that. I think she just had a fat ass because I only saw the back end of her like everyone else.
Was it the woman that was getting in the car?
Oh,
it was more than one.
All right, sorry, Kevin. So
okay, I think it was more than one.
All right, so Aniko Parrish reveals that she was made aware of the situation in reference of him cheating on the scandal via Instagram DM. Did you see the Netflix documentary?
I didn't, but I heard everybody talk about it.
It's beyond crazy.
I heard it was a lot of shit.
I got a whole documentary.
Yeah, bro, I know I already seen it. So
I'm about to go mess with
but that's crazy. So when they DM, it's like somebody the DM her was like a man.
DM her that I think what the DM was of the girl in the bed with. Oh no, actually I'm fucking up. It was a DM of them fucking in the bed, but it was the same video that was released, but it was his friend. Remember the best friend, the one who secretly recorded everything? Yes. That sent the direct message to her via some type of, I think it was a fake account or some shit. But anyway, he's the one who sent the shit. He set it all up. This is your best friend who's on the road with you. He came up with you from Soul Plane days. So, like, my nigga...
why he out here cheating?
Bruh, I get that. I get that. And he even said that he didn't go with his normal crew. He went with that one friend. That was the devil. And in that moment, Kevin, I felt like you was Adam and Eve got your ass, bro. That's really what happened. That's really what happened.
friend fake as hell. Bro.
I don't care. I don't fuck with that. Like, and then she was pregnant.
So you don't think the friend wrong?
Fuck no. Tell me.
But the friend, I don't think it'd be different but see, that wasn't his point. His perspective wasn't let me tell your wife. His perspective was I'm a blackmail you, put it out here and get money. He was trying to get money out of him.
Oh no, I didn't know he was trying to get money.
That's why he put it out to the public.
That's different.
See, think about it. If it's me, right, and I see your nigga out with somebody, I'm gonna send you the shit personally. I'm not gonna post it to my Instagram as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he definitely was. He knew what the fuck he was doing.
Then yeah, that is wrong.
That's fuck, and he shouldn't have done. Moving right along. Rihanna's out here shaking the earth. Fuck the table. Rihanna's shaking the earth.
It was the album.
So right. So while all her fans are trying to beat her up for her music to be released, she's out here clearing checks with LMVH Fashion Powerhouse, which is the same people who manufacture and make Louis Vuitton and all the big names in high-end fashion. So now she's the first African American woman to have a line directly with them. Not no collection, not no collab. This is her shit. Mm-hmm. And beyond that, Fenty has put Victoria's Secret out of pretty much commission within the sense of being like a novelty line, you know, regarding...
Because they didn't have a fashion show.
Right. So basically the fashion show pretty much got... Yeah. And it was all due to Rihanna Fenty sales.
Yeah. I mean,
blowing them out of the water.
Her Fenty shit. When she first came out with it, I heard her talk about it.
And Victoria's Secret reps even confirmed in their own statement that it was due to the reference of their competitor Fenty. They are not even able to financially back their fashion show. So it's like, well, damn. Like,
Rihanna done came with it.
Rihanna is beyond. She's stomping niggas' necks. She ain't kicking you in the neck. She's stomping niggas' necks because not only did she catch that bag and then became the highest paid female musician, beating out Madonna in 2018 with $600+ million in net gross money. My nigga, she married or is engaged to about to marry a billionaire. I ain't mad at you, Riri. Do your thing, do your thing. Do your fucking thing, bro.
Get your money, baby.
So moving right along, Nick Gordon, the ex of Whitney Christina. Bro,
that's a funky name. It's gonna mess up.
Right, why would you do that, bro? Why would you give your child two first names, let alone just too much going on? So Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina's ex-boyfriend Nick Gordon, was found dead. His brother found him dead on New Year's Day, and not found him dead, found him convulsing in a overdose state, like a what you call them things when you're convulsing? It's called like an epilepsy seizure. Yeah, having a seizure, but it wasn't foam that was coming out of his mouth. He said it was a black tar substance, like coming out your mouth. You know how you see the Resident Evil movies and the zombies die and black shit come out? I don't know what I would do if I saw some shit come out. I'm like running away.
I hate it for you, but I gotta go.
I don't know if you sick or if you about to turn on me. Like, what's up? Is this a demon leaving your body or what's going on, goddamn? I don't know.
What did you say? Alright.
911, my brother is dying. I'm running out the front door. I don't know what's going on.
Go back. What's wrong with him? No, he got black.
I don't know what the fuck going on, bro.
Something like that was kind of shit out of me.
What? Black shit?
I already don't do well in situations like that.
If I see foam, okay, I can resonate with what this is supposed to be. I can turn you on your side, hold your tongue. Cool. I see black tar. I'm not touching your mouth, bro.
I might shoot you. Wake up.
No, but that is crazy that he did die of overdose.
Right.
Like, and then you think, I hate to say it, but just think about it. His ex was like,
died of overdose.
Her parents
on drugs. Like it's
just time. It's just all
the aura of their aura of their dynamic as as them when they around each other, as like when it was him and Christina and Bobby and Whitney and everybody was alive and well. It was just a full on blown mess. You know, their reality show, Bobby and Whitney's reality show, was a whole flop. People weren't laughing with them. We were laughing at them because on the show, even while in that moment in their careers, I don't know if y'all remember that back in the day, but
I do.
They looked high. Whitney looked high on the show.
Yeah.
Nigga looked, she was.
But that's my point. Like it was just like what the fuck. So yeah, it was. It's unfortunate that happened. We send our definite blessings and prayers to the Gordon family. Condolences, of course. Hopefully the debacle and the curse over there doesn't get to Bobby, and Bobby continue to hold on strong with what he got going on. Cause it would be a shame for like that legacy to just be
right, cut like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Whitney the only one that did?
Whitney.
At this point, it's Bobby. It's just Bobby and the sister, Whitney's sister, that's left. Bobby Christina.
Yes. Where you been?
Yeah, right.
She's not taking the drugs.
I'm weak. Listen, I don't need you in the bathroom as well, bro. So cut it out.
I've been bad dude. I've been taking a shower.
I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. Yeah, you fall in the shower and your tall ass hit the floor. It's a wrap.
Bro, you know I did that in Georgia one day. I stepped out. I was trying to step in.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. Slippery. So Angela Yee and Charlamagne the God are still at odds and have yet to return to the Breakfast Club due to the overall, controversial interview that Charlamagne the God did with Gucci Mane and how he said Angela Yee sucked his dick. I mean, not suck his dick, can suck his dick, and that he gonna smack DJ Envy when he see him.
Yeah, I remember.
And he said it was because she tried to play him and do all this shit when he, I forgot why she was bringing him up, but in reference of it, he was basically saying she tried to holler at him back in the day and that she was denying it, and that's some bullshit. And beyond that, of course, they're denying him access to the Breakfast Club, Power 105 building in reference to him doing an interview for his overall career. So he felt some type of way, voiced all of that. And now, because of Charlamagne the God doing his job, at the same rate allowing him to disrespect his co-host and co-worker, they're no longer doing the Breakfast Club right now, and it's up in the air because, she ain't returned.
Let's take over.
That's what I said. Like, at the end of the day, if I do an interview with Gucci Mane and he talks shit about Corey, alright, Gucci, I feel you. You got your opinion.
I just feel like he should have been like, nah, okay, chill out.
Yeah, and that's what I would have did. Right.
You can say what you want, but just chill out.
Yeah, you don't disrespect, because I still got to work with it, bro. You feel me? I still got to work with it, bro. You feel me? And, if it was Keisha Kaur and it was a man up here talking shit about Keisha, and I got to work with Keisha, Gucci, you would feel some type of way if I didn't stand up for your wife. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how Charlamagne should have handled it, because if he would have just said, no, this is my coworker, Gucci would have gave a fuck. But you got to make someone understand in reference of the emotional effects of your words and how it's going to affect that person and the situation. But he didn't do none of the above. So
Charlamagne was like,
yeah, he was pretty much, oh, really? So she sucked your dick. Oh, I mean, you said you going to smack it? Oh, yeah, it was just bad, bro.
He was trying to use that as like a
clout for the overall point of the interview. And
but he should have been your co-workers, because you've been working with them for years.
Yeah, that showed your character too, bro. Because now, as an audience and as fans, we feel like you're nothing more than about your dollar.
Oh, right.
Because
I cannot fuck with nobody that's like that.
No,
you do anything for $1.
No, can't do it. And I can't fuck with that, because it ain't like these ain't the niggas that you just started. He just started a podcast show. Them new niggas he just met. Like, you ain't known them. Anybody you working with now, Charlamagne, that's new, you ain't known as you know Envy and Angela Yee. They know, y'all know life. Y'all know shit about each other that y'all can write tell-alls and fuck shit the fuck up. I would never, that's like me saying shit about y'all, and y'all niggas literally know mine.
Right.
Y'all know mine. Y'all know the picture, the Kool-Aid, how many ice cubes and turns and stirs and that. So I would be a fool to ever do anything against dude say, nigga step, whistle, anything against y'all. I would be a fool, bro. So I definitely feel what she.
I'm sorry.
Mad at me because he over here talking some real shit.
So basically, yeah,
man.
Bitch, I just thought he could have handled that better.
Right.
And that's the end of that. She's not wrong if she don't come back, and if she do, it definitely you need to apologize.
If he don't
apologize on air, then she should.
But I wonder if he even see the wrong in what he did.
He probably don't, because it's him. If you think about him, yeah, what? But see, and it's crazy because when I think about it, I'm like, damn, I hope I don't come off arrogant as another arrogant South Carolina nigga on the radio. But no, I'm not, because I don't think I would ever put on a full face.
And you'll get shaped real quick.
And that too, like.
We live? Oh, you ain't live much.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We right back at it once again on this lovely 4th day of January in the year 2020. And I'm here with the wonderful Corey Nichelle and, of course, the Chevy Lonzo on the Mic Check 1212 Lively podcast. And with that being stated, like I was just telling the man in reference to the whole Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God controversy, I would never cross anyone that I work with, and especially if I work with them for 10 plus years, and you know my life, my family, you've been to family events, this, that, and the third. I would never put you in that position or situation where you got to feel compromised because I'm interviewing a person or entity that doesn't like you, disrespects you, speak down on you, and, you know, says derogatory remarks towards you. I wouldn't do that. That's not my character, and I couldn't do it. And so moving forward, we're going to get right into the Black excellence, finally, the lighter part of the show. I feel like I can breathe, you know, some weight lifted off the shoulders. We can talk about some good shit that us niggas are doing these days. So with that being stated, we're going to talk about how the good boy, you know, Mr. West came in number 2 at the highest paid hip-hop artist with $150 million. And Jay-Z and Beyonce came in number 6. But I don't think that matters because Hov is still a billionaire, got more money than everybody. So that's their earnings. But he got, he don't got the bag, he got the suitcase.
Okay.
He got the suitcase, you feel me? So shout out to them in reference to that. Rihanna is winning all 2019 with her Fenty line. In reference, we spoke about, you know, her pretty much flushing out Victoria's Secret to the point where they couldn't even financially back the fashion show. But as I was telling y'all earlier, you know, she's done a lot within this just moving in business this year. With LMVH Powerhouse, Fenty sales out of the roof, and her music that y'all all waiting on about to kill her for. She's really about to really be out here fucking the next Oprah woman billionaire if we keep fucking around and playing with her. I think she might surprise us, get to give her a few more years, and by the time she reached where Oprah's at, get out of here, bro. Like, sit around.
She's still gonna have time.
That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you think about that bad, bro, nigga. Rihanna, can I just have a baby? I just want to try like shit. Fuck, goddamn. So Cardi B, Blueface, and 21 Savage, you know, had a lot of holiday cheer and a holiday heart experience.
Did the baby give back for the holidays?
The baby gave back too.
He gave
back. So everybody, shout out to all them giving back for the holidays and getting their good old tax write-offs done. Make sure y'all get them financial situations together for this tax season because we don't need y'all end up in Wesley Snipes situation.
No, yeah.
We definitely don't need that. And so the NFL star Khalil Mack also did some great things. He's paid off $8,000 of layaways in their home in the state of Florida where he's from at Walmart to help children, you know, get to experience Santa Claus and Christmas. Shout out to him. The military historian and author Dr. John H. Monroe Jr. is the 13th recipient of the Pritzker Military Museum and Library Literature Award for a lifetime achievement in military writing. Now, we don't know this man from a can of paint.
I don't either.
But he's 93, 94, like he old as shit. And no black man, woman has ever received the Pritzker Military Museum and Library Literature Award for lifetime achievement in military writing. For one, we black people had to learn how to read and write. So you really just think about how far, this is some real history being made, yeah. So shout out to him, shout out to you, Dr. John H. Monroe Jr., keep doing your shit. And balling out here on these, you know, young ass niggas at 93. Keep doing that. So with that being stated, Maya Angelou and RuPaul are to be inducted in the State of California Hall of Fame. I don't know why RuPaul was put in the same category of class to be inducted into the Hall of Fame with Maya Angelou. But shout out
RuPaul, I think it is.
Yeah.
The only one I know.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
I mean, hey, shout out
I think
to
they're
RuPaul.
probably doing it because of him within the LGBT community. They probably feel like he's a pillar, a legend.
Shout out to RuPaul.
I get it. But yeah, shout out to both of them, you know, African Americans doing that thing. And Maya Rockeymoore Cummings, the widow of the late great Representative Elijah Cummings, is to run for his seat in Congress. And I gotta applaud my queen.
Love it.
That is what you call really not only avenging your husband, because in reference of, you know, his death, his whole towards the end of his run before he passed away, he was doing a lot of back and forth rebuttaling with Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. And so by avenging his death, what I'm saying is, there's, you know, he didn't die or anything, but I don't feel like his image within, I feel like his image was kind of tainted with that whole situation with Trump. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Trump, because at that, I feel there's one point where Trump basically had the narrative pushing of him being an old ass congressman who just was blabbering out the mouth. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And at the same rate, I commend her because you're taking on the ranks of what your husband was trying to do
right,
in the community. Right. And I commend you for that, young lady. I really do. My queen, we salute you, and you got all the support from all of us. Now, LaMelo Ball, I'm putting this, you know, LaMelo donated his whole month's salary to victims in the Australian wildfire. People aren't talking about this because it's the Aborigine area and lands, meaning the original people of the world, is literally the area that they're burning and putting up and setting ablaze. And so for him to be a young ass star, B a star who is young and truly within, you know, Ballers like that whole reality show, you can tell them boys are super self-conceited. They don't care about nothing else going on outside of the Ball family. So for the fact that
him and Alonzo are actually stepping up.
That's what I was gonna say.
Them two.
I think they're trying to switch it up a little bit
because I guess I seen D'Angelo. He retarded.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
But LaMelo, you know, shouts out to you for doing that. You feel me? That's true.
Doing your thing.
Way to give back.
Exactly.
Other place that you ain't broke in.
Exactly. No, and just overall, I want everyone to really take time to dive into the Australian Aborigine area. Like, the oldest DNA known to man was found. It was found in Africa, but specifically, you know, we all used to be connected in one world as a one world continent known as Pangea. Right. And I believe it's the oldest dated DNA actually dates back now. Well, not dates back, but originates to the area of Australia, but it wasn't Australia as it is now. You get what I'm saying? So that's how they try to twist the history, because if you're told that the oldest DNA dates back to Australia, you're going to think of Australia as its own continent.
Right, as it is now.
Right.
Before.
It was everything was together. When everything was the fuck Africa, nigga. Right. That's really what it was. They don't want to admit it, but everything was Africa at one point in time. That's all. I'm going to leave that there. I ain't getting on the soapbox. So, national and relevant news. The second to last, before the real shit segment, because that last segment, boy, got something y'all asses today. So, Jeffrey Epstein, you know, we all know him as pretty much the biggest, that's what yours look like. This one mine look like. So the biggest sex trafficker in time, basically, in reference of just trafficking young women for high-profile officials, such as, you know, allegedly the Clintons, allegedly the Bushes, like, everybody was in that shit. So his suicide video, meaning the surveillance video of his, you know, cell, which was in a maximum high federal security prison, is missing. They can't find it. Okay. The two COs who were supposed to watch him, they've been fired because they didn't sign the overall registration book of their attendance within the cell of watching him, and can't be, in other words, monitored, or can't be, their whereabouts can't be tracked in reference of the night and moment when he was killed. So beyond that, there's a woman by the name of, and I think I actually skipped over her as well. Her name is Geraldine Maxwell. I know I skipped over her. I think we did. Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell, and I guess this is why, because I left it in the national relevant news, is the woman who's like his right hand first lady who was helping him traffic the women to, you know, wherever they needed to be. And she's a daughter of a media tycoon who owns a publication. So Jeffrey Epstein went to prison and quote unquote killed himself, which we all know he was strangled to death. And she's missing in action. They haven't been able to find her, locate her, whereabouts, or nothing. But I mean, if your dad's a billionaire, rightfully so, you're gonna get the fuck out of Dodge. So beyond that, they're trying to find her, and let alone his family is getting ready to try and sue for the stating the wrongful cause of death when they know he was strangled and bones were broken in reference of strangulation, not self-strangulation and suicide. So I'm honestly, in reference of that, I get that it's wrong in reference of him being murdered. You're dead now, though.
Right.
I don't feel sorry for you.
At all.
I'm sorry. That's really how I feel.
At all.
I'm weak. So, sex trafficking within the tri-state areas of North and South Carolina and Georgia has become so surreal that more than 100,000 women have gone missing since October.
That just scares me.
There's so many signs around Greenville about this. Like, it's one right out of my apartment. It's one down the street from you. It's like
that shit scares me. Cause that shit real.
And I don't know about y'all, but this might scare you, Corey. Last week I was riding in Charlotte, and you know how they tell you to look for the vans, right? And the vans are weird themselves. Like, if you see a van with the lock area, the door handle jammed the fuck off, and you know, it just look iffy as fuck. Because now, anytime I see a white industrial van, you're iffy. If you ain't got no workman shit on there, you're iffy.
Right.
But then if you do, you're still iffy, because last night, I was going to, we were trying to find a New Year's party, and we found it, and we found a parking. Me, my homeboy Jalen, and his cousin. I mean, his stepbrother. A nigga was driving a van with a fucking mask on. Like, you know how you watch those documentaries about drugs on Instagram, like Drug Inc. documentary, and they got them masks where they talking in the confessional to the people? He had the same shit on, driving around. And slowed down when he saw me notice him. So now you creeping. Jalen and his stepbrother, yo, bro, don't even, just go ahead, bro. If you know me, I'm the fuck petty, so... Because what you gonna do? Hit me with your car? I hope you got insurance. Because I'm suing you and the nigga who paying y'all sex trafficking bills. I don't know what the fuck going on. All of it. Sued, going to jail, everything, nigga. So fuck around if you want to. I'm gonna blow your whole operation. So I slowed down too. And now we just staring at each other, rolling on opposite sides of the street, goddamn. So I turn around, goddamn. And I got behind the van. Jalen is to the point, everybody in the car like, bro, you're doing too much. You know how black people, niggas stop, like, niggas, when black people get nervous, they get extra like, bro, why don't you keep going, bro? Why don't you turn around? You ain't got to do that, blah, 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 blah. And I pull up to the right side, and I just look at him. And now, before he noticed me, he wasn't looking at me, but I think he did it on purpose because how he turned was like this. I think he was trying to be creepy. You know how niggas just extra.
Right.
He was trying to be creepy. And I just looked at him, and I was like, hi, sir. How are you? And the stepbrother rolled down the window and said, are those doors jam locked? Like, we was being extra as fuck. And then the light turned green and we just drove off. He did not respond. He didn't say shit. So, Jalen, like, we all moved on. But for me, like, I wasn't even going to say shit. You saw how I looked at you as a woman. Because I know that for some people, that would fuck with them. I've been in the Charlotte airport and had to like watch a lady go to her car out of just sheer conformality for myself,
right?
Because knowing that
that's
people,
good.
right. Knowing that people, kidnap women, this, that, and the third, men and women. Mm-hmm. If I'm walking in the airport parking lot by my damn self and you in your car and you know I'm by my limbs, I would appreciate you watching me to my car. Like, so I done that for her. And in reference to just the whole situation, it's fucked up. Like you said, it's scary. You talk about 100,000 women in those 3 states. Since October, nigga, it's now January. That number is beyond out the roof. And I think it actually did get bumped up to 300,000 in December. So that's from October to December. You talk about 400,000. We ain't count November.
Right.
So that's crazy. Now, and that's more than 500,000, almost a million. A 16-year-old girl.
Their stories are stupid as hell.
I've been reading this girl lies and creates a plot to create a kidnapping story so she and her boyfriend could be together because her parents didn't approve of the fact that he was a crook.
Little hoe, you 16. Excuse me, but
I remember seeing this too. And it was when they got like the girl got snatched up in front of the
That's retarded. Like what?
Retarded as fuck.
And honestly, if I was your mama, I'm putting you the fuck out. You can go live with him. Okay. You did all of this, and you genuinely have my nerves fucked up. Fuck you. Fuck my 9 months to carry your ass. Because you had me out here for 9 hours, freaking the fuck out, ready to go actually kill somebody and kidnap their ass. Mm-hmm. Fuck you. Fuck you.
You didn't have to be here. Well, guess what? Goddamn, you finna go the fuck away.
Right. That's like my mama really would have been like, bro, bye.
That shit was retarded.
That's just crazy that it's like some girls really go to that extreme.
Oh, she's like, bro, I mean, I give good dick, but I don't think my dick skills are that great. Like, I ain't giving that type of dick, bro. I'm not. I'm sorry. I got a stroke for you, but I ain't stroking it like that now. I ain't
gonna be mad when she goddamn put me to the hard rock situation, baby. Oh my god.
He a crook, bro, so he can't get a job. He's selling drugs. Like, alright, we know the setup, bro. What do you mean?
Shit, so
like,
don't fold.
Cut it out.
That shit just crazy.
Donald Trump is facing impeachment, and 2 articles of impeachment have already been approved.
Honestly, I don't think it's gonna happen since it was war shit. It's not gonna happen.
And
he did that on purpose. He's smart. Like Donald Trump is really
smart as fuck.
Really
and what's crazy is people talked about this in the beginning. It was a conspiracy that he was gonna try and create a way for him to end up staying in presidency and in office regarding his 3rd term. We say 3rd term like it actually exists. There's no such thing as a 3rd presidency term. Watch there be one because of this war. I think there are, well, you can't even speak on it, but I think there are some actual, like, laws or some put in place in reference of during the time of war and the country going through an actual election that in reference of who's the current president, I think we're stuck under their presidency. And, if this does happen, then it is a wrap. If you go back and watch the episodes of The Simpsons, This is literally the Simpsons episode. Like, it's literally happening.
A lot of shit that happens with the Simpsons.
It comes out to fruition, and it's crazy.
It's my last.
Somebody need to find out, right? Somebody need to find out who the fuck right for them, because it sounds like it's Nostradamus. Because everything that nigga predicted done happened, goddamn.
Like,
So, on top of that, Trump has now deployed thousands of troops overseas, and people are oblivious to the fact that troops have been deployed overseas. Chevy Lonzo, we appreciate your service, and we know you can't comment, sir.
Thank
So
you.
we're gonna leave you out of this, but we do, acknowledge the fact that Trump did send a missile strike to the general of the Iranian military.
Okay, I know this is off topic, but he was cute.
The who? The general?
Yes. If they look like that over there.
I am fucking weak. You better be glad we're not alive right now. I am weak.
Cute.
I am
He
done.
would make a good sugar daddy.
She said
I'm gonna be real with you. And he probably had the sugar for you. All that oil they got over there. You fuck around and give him the right part of the cocoa bean, he might not ever come back.
Like the picture I saw, he was well groomed.
I'm weak. I know what you're saying. He was clean.
He was
I
clean.
ain't gonna lie, that motherfuckers across the water, they be clean.
He was clean.
So yeah, basically what happened is our embassy was attacked a couple weeks back, and then the second embassy was attacked a couple of days ago, and Donald Trump sent a missile on that ass, and
he didn't even get approval for it.
Yeah, he didn't get approval for the missile. He got the intel on where the shots were being called from, and ended that shit. And what happened was when that happened, it then came out into the light that this specific Iranian general, has actually had a part in planning specific attacks on and against Americans.
Yeah, he's been doing it. Like that's what I don't think people understand. Like,
and Trump was just like, "Fuck it, I'm not fucking with your shit. Fuck politics."
Cause I think a lot of people they look at it now and they think. I mean, don't get me wrong, Trump. He doing some bullshit.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, it's a reason behind it. He's just going about it the wrong way.
Yep.
And it's gonna get us in the deeper shit.
But see,
because that general been fucking with us
for a minute.
Fucking with us.
But see, this is why I fuck with him, because unlike Obama, unlike every other motherfucker before him, he not gonna lie to us. Obama had motherfuckers sending. People don't remember this man Obama sent $400 fucking million across seas. You really can't talk about that. But nigga, I the fuck know. And in exchange, we were supposed to get hostages. What the fuck you think they did with the $400 million we gave them? All right. So you over here giving niggas money because we got hostages, and yet they still blowing us the fuck up and killing us. And this next president come in behind you and just drop bombs on your ass. And I mean, not on him, but drop bombs on the situation and ends it for us to keep it from being a situation. And at the end of the day, I understand his action, his tactics are just wrong. Like you said, his way about doing shit is wrong.
I just want to say, y'all paying attention to all these articles. Thank y'all for being concerned about the soldiers being deployed, but just understand soldiers were already getting deployed, and we just want y'all to have positive thoughts and prayers. Don't, come asking so many of us what's going to happen, how we doing. Don't think negative. We don't need negative thoughts already behind us. We trying to stay positive, so help us stay positive. That's all we ask. Shout out to my battle buddies over there on that side already. You got it, bro. You got it, sis. Y'all just keep your head up. It's gonna be straight. We know it's deeper to this than what the articles were. So that's all I can say.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. And we won't drag you any further into it. So that being stated, we're gonna get into some slangs today. And on my last page, ladies and gentlemen, I got a couple of words that I gotta get out. The doors of the church are open. No, you haven't seen them, my brother.
I've been since you've been over here. I've seen that whole back page. That's it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and begin it. And as I said, we're gonna get into some things. So, first segment is, and this is just a general let's talk about it segment. This is something that the writers actually put into the show. Why is it that the media has painted an image of black mogul entertainers who were predators to younger women around them as overall predators amongst their white counterparts in reference of executives in Hollywood and overall entertainment? Why is it that Oprah is now releasing documentaries on Michael Jackson and Russell Simmons, but not Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and even Donald Trump? Our president. People don't want to talk about it. But if you dig up into how the fuck he met his wife, It's the same way Jeffrey Epstein had these girls introduced to Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and all this shit. In a fucking picture with Jeffrey Epstein and the woman I was talking about, Ghislaine Maxwell or whatnot, Donald Trump and Melania Trump are next to them, and she looks high as fuck, like one of them Russian women from Taken who was kidnapped. Like, that's what the fuck she looked like, just being real. So I'm like, why is it that the media is so focused and harping on the black moguls and, gatekeepers who may have caught themselves in these same similar situations, and not everyone? And for me, I genuinely feel like there is an agenda. Not only on, these black entertainers and moguls people who have power that is black. There's an agenda on us as African American culture and society, period. There's an agenda against our masculinity as black men. There's the agenda, about the black entertainers. There's the agenda on our black women in reference of, the single parent household. They attack the black man because they know without the actual family housing unit, the black family it's hard for us to survive. And then we put all the pressure on the woman, and you end up with these situations where these women are doing these crazy things, like ended up, growing up in these type of households and environments of single parent households, and they end up with R. Kelly's. Or you end up with, but that's real shit. You end up in situations where women, basically are Melania Trump, where they're so used to their, and see, it gets out of the race fact of even being black, because it's being targeted on us as a society, as black people, but it's larger than just our culture, because it's everyday struggle within everyone's society, but the overall brute force of the attack is being targeted on the black people and black people in overall society, and no one wants to talk about it, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like before the whole Me Too movement and Mute R. Kelly, no one wanted to speak on how Foxy Brown was young as fuck fucking with Jay-Z.
Right.
No one wanted to speak on how it's so much more shit niggas to get into, because beyond anything, I feel like there's an attack on black culture because of our power and our divinity within. And
it's like they wanted to hold us back.
Because they know, as I said, within our divinity, rightfully so, we are the chosen few in reference of the Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Hebrews, those Jews. If you really want to get into all of this shit, we're the ones who were wrongfully done within the Bible that talks about the Israelites and all of this coming back to fruition, and those people who fucked us over getting what's owed to them. And it's coming. It's going to happen. That's why all this shit is going on now the way the fuck it is. So I genuinely do feel like there is an attack on not just the black entertainers, there's an attack on black society and culture. Because we as society and culture, as black people, really run shit in the sense of economy, in the sense of what's trending, in the sense of, technological advances. When you talk about, no one knew that the first, that the overall algorithm for the Apollo, in reference of that, movie about the first not the black mathematician, but that black astronaut, that lady that just came out, Taraji P. Henson did the movie. It's called y'all never talk about Hidden Figures. No one knew about anything in reference of Hidden Figures and what that young lady did when she was, younger in her prime, in reference of her job working for NASA. No one knows that the black man created the idea of the fucking computer before it was stolen to him, and then out came all the application of, the actual computer and this, that, and the third. No one knows that the black man created the light bulb before Thomas Edison, who actually stole the idea and blueprint from his fucking slave, put it out there. No one knows that we created the traffic light. No one knows that we created the elevator. No one knows that we created the fucking word creation. Goddamn. So
created.
So I don't fuck with anything that's going on in society right now, and more than anything, I need everyone to be woke, because this is just the beginning. When you wake up and your bank card don't work, please come back and check out this episode of My Chill 1-2-2. That's all I'm gonna say.
I ain't gonna have money in the bank.
I don't put money in the bank now. I don't fuck with it. And I bank with credit unions. I don't bank with no major banking institutions.
That's why I need to go
in North America at all. And I'm sorry to my wonderful employer, Massa. I'm still gonna show up to the plantation today. We're gonna be a little late, but I'm gonna roll my bales of cotton. I'm gonna still need my pay, but I don't bank with you, and that's just how we're gonna keep it. So, moving right along. Well, beyond that, I'm sorry, because I ain't even damn cause I ain't get y'all 2 cents on it. But how do you get?
Fuck that.
How do you feel, Corey?
So on which one? The Predators thing?
Yeah, the first one.
Like I said, it's just they don't want to see black people level up.
Right.
Like if they want us to hold something to hold us back.
Mm-hmm.
And then Oprah helping them.
That's what's blowing me,
That's
bro.
what's blowing it.
Even I feel like you're now open your on now. You don't have to.
You don't have to kiss ass.
No more. It's
You
over.
don't have to kiss ass.
Cut it out. Like it's a wrap. That's me out of there right now.
You ain't gotta kiss ass.
So that's just what it is. Now, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Moving along. Ladies and gentlemen of the congregation, I wanted to come and give this good word today. And because it's just been weighing on me. And we also have so we're going to move fast, real quick. In today's society, we as the Z generation, and that would be us, you know, I actually consider myself a millennial, but
I thought I was millennial
too. Yeah, but then I had to go. I really had to look that shit up. We're the Z generation.
Yeah, I definitely. Every time they say millennial, I look at people like they stupid.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know that, dog. I didn't know that. But in reference of that, so in today's society, we as the Z generation or Generation Z are looked to as the future because of the era of technology and social media and how that
we went through it all. We went from not having no internet, no electronics. We know what it's like to have no cable.
Right. All of this shit. So,
we went from dial-up
all of that
to
shit.
the Wi-Fi.
and like I saw a post today about the tube socks and how we had to create our own, you know, footies because they didn't have back in the day. I used to buy was long socks. They didn't have no.
We really went through it all.
So many say that this generation is too focused on the superficial reality that social media allows us to portray. So we focus on faking it for likes and views instead of truly making it. Do you believe that social media has helped or hurt us as a generation?
I want to say
Hurt.
Hurt for real. It's just something people too focused on. Like, I feel like people when they do like live life, they want to impress. They want to impress the social media first. Like they're not living.
And then a lot of people
enjoying the moment. Yeah.
But a lot of people just go off of social media. It's like you living your life through other people's
views
and right. And it's just like you want to base stuff off that with this and that. Like if you a nice-hearted person and don't be actually trying to be a thug because you see my folks on social media saying because these quotes. Don't live off these quotes. These quotes get you fucked up in the long run.
Just say it. Quotes get you killed.
Period. It's just I don't know. People just they just impressing social media like they just living for it.
Yeah, I feel like if you're on social media with popularity and notoriety and you're making money, that's a business. I can't.
Right, it's business. Yeah.
If you're on social media and you're literally posting for likes. Oh, I gotta go get my lips done because my lips aren't full enough in my pictures, or I need to go get a bigger ass because they don't like my ass in these pictures.
Right, you don't even model. You just doing shit for social media.
Yeah,
start modeling first, or start taking.
And say that last part again. Not modeling.
Taking professional pictures.
Thank you. Because I've had to correct people like, oh, so yeah, I see that you're an aspiring model, from Instagram. Bitch, no, I've been modeling for almost 11 years. I've been signed twice and published. Get the fuck out of my face. So, and when it comes to that shit, nigga, and you can go ask R. Kelly ex-girlfriend, she'll confirm it. So,
I want to say for the record, he is definitely my stupid brother.
I'm just like, at the end of the day, I feel like social media has allowed us to, beyond living a lot, because you could live a lot back in the day without social media. You could lie to anybody. And you could say you was somewhere and not be there. Even with MySpace, you could post a picture like you was in France and not be in France.
Right.
And same thing with Facebook. It's been that. But I feel like with Instagram now, because of the popularity of the app, because you got to think, Facebook and MySpace, they're all the same shit. Mm-hmm. You can like, comment, and literally be fucked up in the head on the same quantitative information and make that a quality within your life when you shouldn't weigh that in the same reference at all, especially within real life. So what's special about Instagram is the fact that it's the popular Instagram. It's the it app now. So
that's what they run to.
And so
a lot of people just post on stories. Don't even post pictures.
I feel like in reference to the question, it has definitely hurt us because nowadays. Hell, companies don't even sponsor your shit if your Instagram and social media ain't where it ain't up to par.
I was trying to do this workout, this training thing. They was like, I had to get my followers.
Right.
Damn.
And then another thing too is like people not even living for themselves no more. Mm-hmm. They living for social media. Mm-hmm. Like people can't even do shit without like wanting to like bring their phone out. They want to make sure they got it recorded. Like social media
can't enjoy the moment.
Right. They can't even enjoy the moment.
So yeah, I definitely, I think we all agree there that social media has definitely hurt our generation. But Lord, bless this next, bless Sabrina. This Mic Check 1 2 fan supporter has wrote us, and I just want to say before I get into it, baby, bless you. You did the right thing. Dear Mic Check, my name is Sabrina, and most call me Brina. And recently I was in a toxic relationship, but truly we still had feelings for each other after the fact. But would lose sight for our individual goals and aspirations, and we both come with insecurities from our past. I chose to leave because things were not getting better and had gotten so bad that we had begun to create distance between us. He said, let's be friends but still be exclusive. I told him no, that's allowing him to have his cake and eat it too. Over time, my insecurities got worse, especially trusting him, so I chose to leave the whole situation cold turkey and block him and moved on to realign and focus on myself. Did I make the correct decision, or should I have at least allowed it to be a proper closure within our relationship and then move on?
You made the best decision you ever have made in your life, girl.
Why you say that, Corey?
We're not doing toxic 2020. We're not doing it. Anything that's holding us back, we're not doing it.
I'm sorry, but you lost me at the fuck friends, but yet exclusive. I'm confused.
No,
I don't get it. I can't be a friend and be exclusive.
Women better realize they the winner. They the prize. You can't have your cake and eat the two of them.
Yeah, it's not happening. So I
just want to say, what the fuck y'all expect me to do with cake? Look at it. If y'all would get some cake,
if you want the cake, brain was necessary to make that cake. Okay?
Right, yeah.
So you saying you're not gonna give me the cake? I gotta make it with you, and then we both can eat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Y'all need to stop saying I can't have my cake too. Because
like,
if it's my motherfucking cake, I'm gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do?
In this particular scenario,
Brina, we not doing.
I'm not gonna tell. You know, yo, I fuck with you. You're a beautiful young lady, but let's just be friends. But I don't want you to talk to anyone else, and I'm not gonna talk to. Nah.
Now, if it's like mutually understood, well, it's okay.
But you gotta trust that person. She don't trust him.
But at the same time, it's like if you saying let's just be friends, but exclusive. Neither one of us talk to anybody. What the fuck is the friends part? Y'all
exactly. Y'all are still talking. Y'all not even friends.
So if a dude,
thank you,
male or female, if a dude tell a female tell a dude that, both the other persons be like, nigga, no, we gonna either be together.
Oh, we know.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't no friends, but exclusive.
No.
That's nigga. We exclusively friends.
How you want to be my friends and then like let me? How you want to be my friend and me be exclusive, but you can go hop on any other dick, but I can't go fuck no other woman? Like, what's going on?
Right.
Nah.
And vice versa.
So.
You definitely
I agree.
You definitely did the right thing, and then
then
even if you have insecurities, you can forgive somebody, but you're not gonna retrust them.
Right.
That's never gonna happen. I don't care how many times you forgive them, you're not gonna retrust it. Once that trust, fuck no.
I'm not.
Fuck no. I forgive you. I can forgive you multiple times.
I
feel all of that.
You can't retrust nobody. Like, you can forgive them, you know what I'm saying? But that retrust shit, that shit is, and especially if it's like you done had to forgive them multiple times.
Okay, wait, was you finna, you was coming for me or no?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I ain't
but you feel it. You feel it.
Yeah, I do. I feel it. I know what you're talking about. And I've been in this situation.
Yeah, me too.
And shout out, I put up the post last night, and Sabrina definitely chimed in on her little 2 cents.
It's just chiming in on that stuff.
I feel like it be hitting. God be saying, like, I need you to come in real quick because this is what they're going through at the table. So go ahead and pop your question.
Right.
But yeah, everybody, please send us your questions, your scenarios regarding your help with life and anything. Please email us at miccheck1212scnc@gmail.com. Again, that's miccheck1212scnc@gmail.com. And with that being stated, it's been a lovely Saturday. I'm so glad we got to get this done. Shout out to my niggas. Y'all finally came up here. Got this knocked out in the good old 2020. Got things done. I finally got Corey up here, bro. You wouldn't believe.
You guys follow me on Instagram at Corey Nichelle.
And follow you where? Say that one more time.
Corey Nichelle.
On Instagram, you feel me? Follow my boy Chevy Lonzo at Just Got
One. Follow the dance page, Wavy Things _ entertainment. If y'all heard that new mock, we dropping a video today.
Yo.
Hey.
Shout out to the wonderful Queen Victoria Rose, baby girl. We love you.
Come back.
And we miss you. We need you back here. I also want to give a shout out to the best frat known to man on this wonderful day. Well, actually, technically tomorrow, but everyone's celebrating today because tomorrow's the Lord's Day. Is J5. Yo! Shout out to all my noobs across this land. You feel what I'm saying? I want to make sure that everyone, go follow the boy _ only _ more than anything. Follow the actual Mic Check page, Mic Check _1_2. You feel what I'm saying? We'll keep you posted with a lot of things we got coming on. And I did promise a good, huge release and launch on the 28th, 3 days, 72 hours after Christmas. I ain't gonna lie, we ain't make it. But that's okay, though. Because come tomorrow night, there will be officially Mic Check 1212 merchandise on sale at the actual website for the actual store that I'm also launching, my nigga. We are going to go ahead and launch an online big boutique, you feel me? So we about to get things going. I got a couple of hoodie designs. I got a couple designs all over the place going. I'm going to give an actual Greek discount on the website for the fact that it's J5, but we're going to, speak positivity, love, and unity amongst all of D9. So therefore, the discount will be effective for all hoodies, for the AKAs, my lovely Deltas, the Deltas, the AKAs. That's it, right? Oh, my lovely, boy, I'm about to get lit the fuck up when my lovely SG Rose, you feel me? I love y'all to death. Shout out to the brothers of A5A, to the brothers of Omega, you feel me? To the brothers of Sigma as well, to the brothers of Theta, to the brothers of them. But shout out to everybody. It's no shade. I'll be forgetting. Y'all know I forget. I have short-term memory loss, and we all know why. So with that being stated, it's all love. Make sure y'all tune into the next episode of Season 2 in 2020, because this season we have some actual entertaining guests who are entertainers. And I could spill some beans, but I ain't gonna do it this year, because this next episode is gonna be lively. Also, we now have some sponsorship packages going on that we'll launch with the website as well. So if you are artists, if you are a creator of any sort, we will help you out and spread the word of whatever it is that you're a mastermind at.
Well, I'll definitely be.
And with that being stated, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone again for coming out on the wonderful Mic Check 1212 podcast. And with that being stated, we're out. Thank you all.
Y'all goddamn feet.
All right.
On to the chip.
Sam. Court.
What?
How you like?
I like it.
Hey, we usually
be sipping. Yeah, we usually be sipping and eating the appetizer.
But
So,
motherfuckers got down.
We came in on the budget in 2020.
Yeah. It's okay though. As long as your bills paid.
Right. And that,
I could have though. If you'd have let me know earlier, I could have got it last night. A little more.
What?
Said something.
What?
That,
yeah. It's straight up. It's no big deal.
Got paid already. Got paid again.
Well, you too. Now I gotta go to work. And I'm going to lay them to hear all that shit.
About to go back and head to work too. Fuck Colin.
I ain't even finna call him. We got a tennis line. I'm supposed to call him later.
Got a who?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
A tennis. You know, he gotta call him like, I'm gonna be late today.
Fuck them people.
Nah,
We still on. Goddamn. Still out here talking and shit. I see you in the back.